What is good, guys? It's Jake of Crypto Bury here. I am your host, Jake. Chilly morning here in England. We've got the beanie on and everything. But seriously, guys, this is actually a video that is not designed to drill fear into your skulls, but we really do need to look at what's going on with Bitcoin, because we've been flirting and dancing around with that $40,000 resistance level for a while, and it looks like we've flipped this 40k into a resistance now. And we want to talk about what can potentially happen, because if we do put through a lower low on Bitcoin, which we haven't done yet, we have not done once yet, all the way from December 2020, as you see, looking at this support trend line, we can see each low is still higher and higher. But what are the chances of putting through basically a lower low? So we're going to look at the market today. We can see we are a bit red. We're bleeding out on the market down to 38.4k Bitcoin, and yes, things have moved up and down so quickly. Bitcoin is down 30% on the year, and this isn't really to tell you what to do with your money, this particular video. I just want to look at what's happened in the past and what can potentially happen if we do break through this, support, because basically this is the bull market support band, this lovely ribbon here with the pink and green line with the yellow spacing. And what it means is when we're above the bull market support band, just like we were in March, just like we were in April as well this year, usually the sentiment is bullish. Things are moving up. But when you're below it and you're falling back through, you've lost that bull market support or bear market resistance in this particular outcome, because we are in a bear market. There's no saying that we are not. If we are below the bull market support band here on the weekly time frame, it does mean that things are typically looking bearish, and we would want to expect that the prices will become lower. So it's easy to be bullish and also say, well, it happened here on the 21st of June, it happened here on the 26th of July, happened here on the 24th of January, it happened on the 21st of February. Yeah, we can come down, but the more times we retest this support, the greater the chance is that we do break through. And really, actually, this kind of looks like one giant double top, and what are the chances of really rallying back up to $70,000 right now versus maybe actually coming back down to lower price levels? So what happened before in 2017? I think it's important that we look. We had the huge euphoric impulse to $20,000. We come back through the bull market support band, and we can see that we got underneath this support band, but we failed to break through every single time. It was just multiple attempts at trying to get back through, to get back through, to get back through, to get back through. And it's just rejection on rejection on rejection. You see this particular channel, which is getting rejected on that bull market support band over and over again. And that's very, very important to actually consider, because we don't want to see this particular outcome for Bitcoin. We don't want that. We don't want to be underneath the support band whatsoever. And that's what happened in 2017. We lost the key support at $5,000. We came all the way to $2,900. Insanely low prices. So what's happening now is we've seen a huge bull market euphoria impulse from March, April, May 2020. We had the anomalous COVID crash. So I'm not going to actually consider this $4,000 price point as something to consider, but at least $9,000 was where we were trading at beforehand, or maybe even $7,000. So what's actually happened here, guys? If we just take a look, we have the ascending channel that we lost our support. We've broken back down, and if we do come down to $34,000, this could be a huge tipping point for Bitcoin. I don't want to scare you. I also want to let you know that altcoins are going to bleed massively if we do leave this particular support. So in bear markets, Bitcoin is king effectively. Altcoins will suffer the most, and I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to tell, to make you react or do anything. I just want you to realize we are underneath the bull market support band. It's going to feel bearish. It's not bullish. And it doesn't mean nothing if we pop through this bull market support band here momentarily for a few weeks. It doesn't mean nothing if we lost the support. Like, the last time we busted through was back in August 2021. We tested the support, but then we actually came back up. And that's what matters, is as long as we're doing that. But right now, you can just assume that we're going to see more downside play and more bouncing off of this particular bull market resistance or support band. And that's what's important to consider. I don't know what could happen, but I'm planning and I'm trying to understand what could potentially happen, and the way I'm doing that is looking at 2017, exactly what happened over here. So we had the euphoric impulse from, over here in the bear markets, and we corrected down to the 0.786 Fibonacci. Ultimately, we came just underneath it in the grand scheme of things, and we were always stuck below the 200-day moving average. That's another thing to consider, the white line over there, and we are under that 200-day moving average as well. So not only are we below the bull market support band, we're below the 200-day moving average at the same time. So what I'm going to do is take this fib retracement tool. Now, when we look at that sort of 0.786 fib level, we get this range. Now, I don't want to say we're going to come below 0.786. This is anticipation for the future. I mean, I think 2023 indeed, actually, and even the rest of this year, it's possible for it to be bearish. And I'm not saying it's terrible, because really we're still really doing amazing compared to 2019, 2020, and 2017, 2018, 2019. The market looks fantastically strong, but we must consider that we can realistically come down between $25,000 and $18,000. It's still very possible. Just because the whales tell you otherwise and the influencers tell you otherwise doesn't mean we can't, because we still have Fibonacci rules. I don't think we'll come below the previous all-time high, so I think that's a little bit, ambitious to think we'll come that low. But if we do put through a lower low here, that's when it can start to look quite dangerous for Bitcoin. If we come down to this particular price level, it might feel tempting to actually buy some more Bitcoin, because every time we have come down to this level, we saw a bounce. But what if we do put through that lower low this time? The market's going to be shaking out like crazy. We could see a massive capitulation wick to levels that we'd never expect to see. And maybe we trade sideways in this range for a while, like it's an accumulation bear market phase, which could last over a year. There's no reason why something like that can't happen. But there's also no reason that we can't get a bounce to the upside. It's just very, very rocky at the moment. I think to always remain risk adverse with your money and consider what's going on. Now, I know this is a Bitcoin video, but I do just want to have a look at the DXY very quickly. We have actually broken through a big resistance on the DXY. If I chuck this on the monthly time frame, we can see DXY is actually trying to break through this resistance right here, which is also typically bearish for Bitcoin. We don't want to see strengthening of the US dollar against other fiat currencies. We want to see Bitcoin rise against fiat, but right now we're actually seeing it drop, which is not a good thing. We want to see the opposite occur, but unfortunately at the moment it's not occurring. And also want to show you the total market cap chart here, one of my favorites. We are in green zone, which does tell you, well, really we should be accumulating. And it makes sense to accumulate here rather than up here. Maybe some people did accumulate up here in the red zone, but we still don't know because of the lower low. We haven't put through a lower low yet. We haven't even retested some lower fib levels. We've come down to the 0.5. We haven't retested the 0.618. I don't know if we will. Maybe we shouldn't use that particular swing. We should use this swing high here. And you could say, okay, well, we have come down to the 0.618. We've even almost touched the 0.786 here. But yeah, I think the markets are very risky. I think they're really trying to prove who is resilient, see what can happen in the market. Big monthly red candle here for Bitcoin, and it could easily continue into another red candle right here, guys. So let's just hope for the best right now. I mean, Bitcoin and crypto market capitalization looks amazing anyway. Looking back 4 years, 2018 to 2022, you can't complain. However, if you are new to this bull market cycle, if you are new to cryptocurrency, new to blockchain, this could be quite a painful experience for you, and I do appreciate that. These sort of things can be very, very scary. I've also had this happen to me. It's easy. So we did lose the support on Bitcoin. For our time frame, we have lost 30.8k support, and now we're down to 30. Oh, wrong chart. So we've lost the US dollar support right here, and it's where we might see continuation to downside. So that's just a little bit of an insight, really. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you're new here, make sure you do come say hello down in the Discord below. And yeah, say hi, leave suggestions, comment, like, thumbs up. Make sure you also check out the top link in my description if you're looking to buy cryptocurrency today, if you're looking to scoop up some fear. Not financial advice, please. Everything you do is your choice, not mine. I am just a guy that makes YouTube videos and likes to hoard cryptocurrency. So yeah, appreciate the viewership. Like, that all of you are engaging with what I'm doing at the moment, and it's really, really nice to see. Let's see what happens this week for crypto. Bye now.